What's up, YouTube? Sports Dad in the building. Long day at work, but it's a beautiful day outside. This weather is gorgeous. Probably got a couple more weeks of summer, and then here come fall. So I'm enjoying this beautiful day in spite of my tiredness. So last time we chatted. So hopefully you enjoying the channel. We went on an MSU visit, and then but before then we talked about the assessment. So I just wanted to take a little time to talk about the next point after the assessment, and that is developing your child. And so at the end of the day, parents have a responsibility of have a responsibility in their child's development. Whether we see it or not, whether we believe it or not, we do a major role in our child's development. And so a lot of time, I had people asking me like, man, like your sons look good out there, blah, blah, blah. What do you do? Well, you take time, you spend time with them. I know a lot of guys, that are spending time with their children in the gym, taking them out there on the field, working them out, just putting the work in, And at the end of the day, if you spend time with anything that you do, you will get better. You will get better. And so that was my thought process behind it. I had my kids, in the gym when they was about like 5 years old, teaching them, how to make a layup and things like that, because I always wanted them to be, a little ahead of the game. And even on the football field, once I discovered that, they really like playing football, I said, okay, we're going to play it the right way, and I'm going to spend some time with you. So I took them to, the park and, open fields, and, we did a lot of conditioning, a lot of strengthening, and, a lot of things with the football. So it's just about spending time. And if you don't know too much about the sport, and if you don't know where to start, then I would highly recommend just putting them in a position to be around better players, and also for them to be around better players, and also, or get them in the hands of somebody that actually, trains, somebody that you trust, somebody that and that dedicate themselves to training, and and get them training. And that's a good investment. Anytime you're investing in your child's development, for sports or whatnot, I mean, educationally as well, but we're talking sports. But when you investing into their development, that's a big deal. So if you're not too familiar with it, I highly recommend getting them in, an area to where they're around better talent, because they can glean from that. Or getting them to somebody that actually do the training, and that's what they specialize in, and just, and keep them training and keep them constantly working on their game and on their craft. Another thing you can do is just educate yourself. If you don't know, there's a lot of things on YouTube. Man, if I had YouTube when I was growing up, YouTube is actually giving you the answers. All the drills, the football, basketball drills. You can go to Dick's Sporting Goods, or the sports store, or whatever, and start purchasing equipment. Speed bags. What do they call it? I forgot, it's slipping my mind, but they have a lot of things that at the sports store that you can get. The parachute, right? That can help you with your speed, that can help you with your strength and all that good stuff. So so that's what I would highly recommend. So after the assessment, then you take time and you start developing your child, and of course I'm talking about being able to spot out the talent early in age or whatnot. And then, of course, by the time they get to high school, that's a totally different ball game. But I would say that it's the assessment first, and then after that, start developing your child. Spend time with them, or get them in the hands of somebody that you trust, that that can develop them. Because because it really helps. It really helps. And so the more they actually work on their craft, the better they get, and the better they become. And so, and that's that. So I wanted to share that information. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the channel. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I want to keep this information coming. I got some other stuff coming up. Like I told you guys, I'm going to be interviewing some players that's going Division I, and so we can see what their approach was, and and what things to look out for, and things like that. So so I'll be back. All right, have a good one. Peace.